hating on my energy? Ooh, say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy. Ooh, hey, why you hating on my energy? Ooh, say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you want.
In 1,000 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Yeah, they should, yeah. Buddy, this weekend wasn't too terrible, man, though. All by myself. YouTube, what's up with y'all? Starting the week out. You hadn't guessed it by now. We're loading cucumbers. Y'all hadn't tuned in before. You don't know how we load cucumbers. Which this place is different. So they do it different. But they chill them down in a big freezer, cooler, in totes. And they put them in the totes. And they come out like so. pickles, baby. Y'all see it? Pickles. Think Junkyard Dog could have brought these from the farm to the processor. Let me pull up just a little bit. Right there. Yep, Cajun Chef. So if you use or eat any of Cajun Chef products, chances are that I brought it to them. But yeah, we loading them up and we're gonna ride across that to Louisiana and get them off in the morning. All right, y'all, we are loaded. Got this bad boy back up. Got the cukes in the wagon. Got one hanging out on the rail up there. Maybe he'll fall in there as we ease up out of here. Let my mud flaps hang. Got my tarp secured. Man, it is time to ride, baby. bad. Pull up, huh? Okay. Gotta pull up just a little bit. This place be tight over here. Bag in. Usually where that dry van is right there, you'll pull around, circle in, and then nose out. And either bag right here or back over there where he's at. And what they got is they put these metal ramps out for you to bag the truck on, and the trailer is up on the concrete back here. So that gets the trailer up high enough for them to get this conveyor over there. Only cucumber truck. Yep. See, they drop out of the bottom on that conveyor, and they'll put totes over there. They'll go right in the totes, then they'll take them where they need to be. And these are vacs right there. Pretty much that's how they do them. There's a bunch of them out here. They put pickles in them. Well, they make pickles, put the cucumbers in there. You unload them. So they load them up. And you go off. And you're dumping them in one of them vats over there. Unloaded, and we are out of here. Until next time, Cajun Chef. Hopefully we'll see you again this week. Cucumbers. Back up. And nobody ever bags straight up. If y'all ever seen the above ground cemetery, DOT'd on the side of the road. Your name, Mr. Mr. Crab, Trooper Crab. Awesome. Hey, and I tell people, or people always, I'm pretty sure you come across guys that be snotty and like, man, why you pulling me over? You know, but that's why I joke with you when you come up here. You know,
I was about to say, this about to go kind of bad if you look at me already.
Yeah, no, and I try to lighten the mood because, you know, I've been pulled over for, you know, just a regular inspection or, you know, especially pulling the hopper. They, you know, and I just try to lighten the mood, you know, so you got a job to do just like everybody else, so.
I appreciate you understanding that.
Yeah.
Everything went smooth. So
Yes, sir.
I think it was pretty good contact.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. You have a safe trip.
All right,
okay?
we'll do now. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, cool guy, and I'll tell y'all, I got a couple violations, but nothing out of service, just little small things, something that was my fault, I overlooked, but overall, it went good. Say I need to tighten up, you know, and hey, but I may get into it later on, but I figured I'll, you know, let y'all know, hey, I'm not immune to getting pulled over. You know, that is my first time ever getting a level 1, and I told him that this is my first, because he come up and said, hey, I seen where you done got some level 2s and level 3s in the past, so I'm gonna do a level 1. I'm like, okay, I've never gotten a level 1 before, but all right, let's go. And I've heard horror stories about level 1s, but he was cool. So the key is always, even if you're having a bad day, which I got a lot of personal things on my mind right now, but even if you're having a bad day, just be nice to the DOT officer. You know, even if you walk up with a bad attitude, maybe you having a nice attitude will soften him up a little bit. So that's just my little 2 cents. But we're a little bit behind. Throwed us an hour behind, but let's get on up over here and try to get loaded. Made it over here. Had to call and ask and give them a old sob story, but we're loading. Thank goodness. Taking it to a different place this time. and loaded, baby. Pulling on the old Skelerooski. Go to USS United States, sitting out there.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-10 East.
Pretty neat. I love to be able to look at it up close.
Keep left to stay on I-10 East.
How you doing?
Doing alright. What you got?
Got a load of Milo.
Milo? Is it Milo?
Yes, Milo.
Alright, come on.
It's my first time here, so which way I need to go?
Go straight down, I guess.
All right, thank you. That where I got a dump right there. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yes, sir.
Milo,
Yes, sir.
hey, when you get ready, just go around. Then somebody right, try to set up right there.
So go around the building
Yeah, they come back. What's up, mama? Go around. But you gotta come back.
and come
Set
back
up right there, right?
and come back this way.
Yeah. Just go around, try to turn around. Come back, but you come straight in.
Okay.
You gotta go all the way out now. Just gonna go around there and turn around.
Yeah.
Come back around.
Okay. Gotta love it. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are unloaded. Another load. Safely delivered to its destination, courtesy of Junkyard Dog, Mercier Trucking. Scale out, walk down here and get my paperwork. We'll wait on the next one. But yeah, interesting delivery. Told the guy I was trying to stay out of the grass, but he was like, oh, don't worry about that. That little grass right there, we ain't worried about that. So I was like, all right. I feel like I could have done a little bit better on getting the back over the pit if the guy was spotting me a little bit better, but it wasn't standing in the mirror and I didn't want to hit them little poles right there. But anywho, we got it done, it's delivered. Let's check out. All right, let's see if we can turn this thing right. To the truck stop. Craters. With the truck, not the trailer. That Peterbilt right there. space. I'm gonna drop my trailer, see if I can't find what's in my tire, or why my tire is leaking. Thankfully, it was one of my tires that's been on here and not one of my new tires. So I'm gonna get to the house and change it out with one of the ones I took off, and get on up to Cassett tomorrow to unload. But I'm going to end it here as I make my way on to the house. Pick y'all up on the next upload, dropping it off over there in Cassett. So appreciate y'all tuning in to yet another episode